Senator Schaffer's office. This is Colin.
Yeah, hi Colin. My name is Brandon. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
To be honest with you, I am extremely sick to my stomach. My nerves are on edge right now, and I don't know what to do. I'm being terrorized by a local police department, and apparently they have no accountability, and I don't know who the hell to contact about this, and I don't feel safe leaving my property.
Okay, yeah, I can definitely take that down, that information, and pass it on to Senator Schaffer and work with him to, see what we can do.
Yeah, I think I've contacted this office before, tried to contact Senator Schaffer in regards to this matter. I don't know what you guys have on file, but I'll just kind of I'll give you a brief from the beginning, as brief as I can. So the issue is there's production noise from businesses in the area all night long. Some of these businesses are located in the county, and they put out very obnoxious nuisance noise that trespasses my property, prevents me from being able to get any rest, relaxation, let alone sleep. And it goes on all night long, sometimes all day and all night long. But primarily the noise, I hear it at night. During the day, I don't really notice it that often. Honestly, it's quieter here during the day than it is at night, ironically. I don't understand why. But in almost 3 years, roughly 33 months of complaining about this nuisance noise, wanting the public servants here in Zanesville to do their job according to their duties and obligations that bind them, to address the matter. So I've each time that the noise is an issue, I contact the local police department and file a complaint and let them know that the noise is trespassing my property, and that they need to investigate it and do what they need to do, because according to the Ohio Revised Code, it explains that they are authorized to perform actions in the court against these particular business operators, to sanction them or force them to cease and desist their production at night because it disrupts the peace and sanctity of the community. And up until this point, it's very clear to me, especially at this point now, that no one else complains about this because the local public servants are not only unwilling to address the matter, but they make excuses for it, they lie about it, and then they fabricate false charges to turn law-abiding people into criminals. And that's what they're doing to me. Over the past 3 years, I've been charged multiple times with ridiculous false charges, and now they are trying to charge me with a felony for basically asking them to do their job. And they came to my property today. Again, this is the third or fourth time, I'm not sure, I've lost count, where they've come to my property. Usually it's in the middle of the night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. They'll surround my property, shine lights in my windows, and scream and holler out front, bang on my windows, bang on my doors, bang on my walls, and terrorize me. And it's, in my opinion, it's all a ploy to intimidate and harass me to get me to just shut up or go away. Now, before I go off and ramble, I don't want, because I'm really sorry. I'm just feeling kind of just ill about this whole thing. I've been documenting as much as possible interactions with the police officers, these public servants, as well as my recording my phone calls when I place the complaints or lodge the complaints with the police department about the noise. I've been recording the noise in the background as well, at the same time simultaneously recording the conversations with dispatch about the situation, trying to explain to them the situation. And it's been one hassle after another just to get these people to do their jobs. I'm not asking them to do anything above and beyond what they are required to do according to the law and according to the codes and statutes that bind them. For some odd reason, they apparently don't feel like the Ohio Revised Code for the state of Ohio is applicable here in Zanesville, and they are ignoring their duties and obligations outlined in specifically Ohio Revised Code 3767, which it's titled Nuisances. It describes very specifically how they are supposed to handle the situation in the court. It even breaks it down as far as it's either the chief of police, the public safety director, or the law director that is supposed to perform the actions in the court against these business operators for disturbing the peace, and they've just flat out refused to perform any of those duties. To the best of my knowledge, I'm not aware of any actions that they've performed to address this matter. In fact, they are still telling me, just a couple days ago, I had a recorded conversation. The dispatchers are telling me that I have to contact the county, and it's gross negligence of their duties because it's not the county's responsibility. My property is located within the incorporated area of the municipality. Therefore, the public servants that are assigned here in Zanesville are required by those codes to address the matter because the noise encroaches not only on the city limits and trespasses the city limits, but also my property, more importantly, my property, and trespasses my property and prevents me from being able to enjoy it or get any rest or relaxation most nights. And I have a lawsuit filed in the county court regarding some of this matter with the fraudulent charges, the false charges, and the manipulation of the court and so forth. I have a lawsuit filed in the county court, the common pleas court, regarding all of this, and I don't know if this is their attempt to try to subvert that lawsuit. I don't know what they're trying to do. All I know is, and all I can say is all I would like is peace and quiet. During the day, during the day, I get it. There's operating hours. If people are operating machinery during the day, within reason, I get it. You know what I mean? It's people need to make money. They do need to operate businesses. But at night, a majority of the population sleeps and gets rest and that sort of thing. And so there should be standards in place. At least there was in the past. I don't know about here, but everywhere else I've been, there's standards in place to where people typically have common sense to be quiet at night out of respect for the community and neighbors and such. And these business operators are getting away with basically destroying the peace and quiet of the neighborhoods and of the community. And if anybody complains about it, like myself, well, I get turned into a criminal. I get thrown in jail cells for over 50 hours without a phone call. I get harassed and intimidated. I get detectives who don't investigate the situation they're supposed to investigate. I get detectives who manipulate the courts and create fictitious warrants based on their fraudulent affidavits, and then serve those warrants themselves as an act of, I guess, a personal vendetta. And I've had this happen to me. There was a detective Porter that did all this with the municipal court, manipulated the court, and the local, dare I say, quote unquote, judge allowed it. And this individual came to my property by himself, without backup, without a witness, charged across my property and assaulted me in my garage and handcuffed me, threatened to shoot and tase me if I didn't comply, and wouldn't tell me what he was here for. And his demeanor frightened me. It put me in fear for my safety and security. And now I don't feel comfortable talking to these people. Like when they came today, I didn't bother going to the door and engaging with them, because when I do that, they take that as some kind of sign that they can break down my door and try to kick in my doors and come in after me. And so for my own security, I completely stay away from the windows and doors, and I go to the interior part of my home and with my dog, and I just try to stay as safe as possible, stay away from the walls and the windows just in case they start shooting, because these people act completely out of their mind. And they try to sound like they're friendly when they're yelling and hollering and banging on my door and walls and make it sound like they're here for a friendly visit. But if I was to present myself in my doorway or open the door, they would then attack me. And who knows at that point what would happen. I've got that recorded as well. There's a video on my YouTube channel from back in December of 2018. The initial experience with these, for lack of better terms, tyrants, that they were trying to charge me with inducing panic, even though I didn't do anything to cause that. They were actually inducing panic on me at my property. And so it was kind of like, in my opinion, it was a gaslighting situation. But I've got that recorded on my YouTube channel. Again, I don't want to keep rambling. I can go on and on. My adrenaline's a little bit high right now because of this experience. So I don't want to give you too much information too fast. If you have any questions or if you need me to slow down, please let me know.
Oh, no, you're absolutely fine, sir.
Okay. And just so you're aware, I am recording the conversation. I've been recording everything lately just for my own safety and security and for my own records. So that way there's a record of what's said because of the experiences that I've had with so much lies and deceit going on and words being put in my mouth. I like to have at least what I say put on the record, and then it's good for overall transparency. So I hope you don't mind.
I mean, nothing I could do about it now, but I would appreciate it at the beginning of the conversation. But let me do this. Let me take all your concerns with Senator Schaffer and make him aware. I believe I've actually talked to you previously, and you just called to make Senator Schaffer aware of your concerns. Let me do the same thing. Is there anything additional that you're looking for from Senator Schaffer with this issue?
I don't know who has the ability or the authority, but somebody needs to contact this police department here in Zanesville and tell them to back off. I am attempting to get a protection order against them in the court, but I don't know if these courts are going to be willing to cooperate with me and issue the protection order because they seem to be protecting the very people who are ignoring my God-given rights and that are those rights that are secured by the Constitution that they swore an oath to uphold and so forth. I mean, I don't want to lecture you, but I think you get my drift, right?
Sure. No, I will definitely pass that on to Senator Schaffer and make him aware of that additional point in your case.
But yeah, right now as it stands, I've looked online. They have a felony filed in the court against me, a 5th-degree felony. I'm guessing that's what they were surrounding my property and doing what they did today, which I got some of the recording, but I didn't do a whole lot. I just put a camera near my window and got away from it as quickly as possible just so I could catch the audio and whatever video I could, but I didn't want to get near the windows at all. I'm going to be posting that to my YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is called Exhibited Meat. I'll spell that for you. Let me know when you're ready.
Oh, no, I remember talking with you. I have that still down in the file.
Okay. Yeah, I've been uploading my most recent conversations and correspondence there, recordings of the noise that I'm dealing with, just for information, or FYI, I guess, for lack of better terms. If you or Senator Schaffer, anybody listens to those recordings, make sure you try to listen to it through a surround sound system with a subwoofer that has a little bit of a bass to give it a more real life experience. If it's just through basic computer speakers, they can't produce some of the same tones and noises that I'm recording. So it has to be in a full range, preferably a full range surround sound system, or at least maybe a vehicle that has a decent system in it that you can hook up a phone to, or that you can, you know what I mean? I'm just throwing ideas out there. I don't know what technology you guys have available, but just if you could make sure that you're listening to it in the right context. Because like I was stating, sometimes in those little computer speakers or device like telephone speakers or tablets or laptops, they can't produce the same tones. So that's what I would recommend for the playback of the videos on my YouTube channel, is to make sure that it's the best playback audio available.
Sure. No, I appreciate you letting us know about that as well. And as I said, I'll pass on this information to Senator Schaffer and make sure he as well has a chance to view those videos. And feel free to let us know if you have any further concerns, questions, and we'll talk through this with the senator.
Yeah, that would be great. And if you guys could let me know, because at this point I don't feel comfortable leaving my property. With the way that they've acted this morning and over the past couple of days surrounding my property and treating me the way that they have, I don't feel comfortable going out and about. So I'm gonna try to just stay home and see how this plays out. But I don't trust them. I don't want to give them the opportunity to arrest me and throw me in jail, and God knows do what to me once that happens, because they don't regard my safety. They don't regard my security. They don't care about my rights, and they've proven that multiple times in the past. That's why I've had to file the lawsuit in the county court, and they are completely just ignoring all of this and acting out of bounds of their oaths. But I don't want to get back into it. Thank you for your time, and sorry, my nerves are just shot. I just want peace and quiet. I just want to be happy, and I'm tired of this nonsense. So yeah, anything you guys can do to help me, and if you guys are able to, or if you can contact whatever agency, office, official, individual, agent, I don't care what you want to call them, anybody you can to contact these people and get them to cease and desist, so I don't have to feel like I'm constantly being ambushed every time I leave my house or my property. Excuse me.
Okay. No, I will make sure to pass that on.
Thank you very much. If there's any questions or concerns, you need any clarifications, anything at all, I don't care how petty you might think it is. If anybody needs to contact me, please call, email, text, anything, send smoke signals. I don't care. I would like to have a dialogue about this and get to the bottom of this situation.
Sure, absolutely. We'll do.
Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. God bless you.
Yeah, same with you, sir.
All right, bye-bye.